be prepared for it, yeah. I was born and raised in the Fresno High area and went all through Fresno Unified Schools. And I would say I had the privilege and opportunity of having great teachers and great opportunities given to me in Fresno Unified, and I owe a lot of who I am today to the teachers that I was mentored by and inspired by. But I also saw that Fresno Unified, I had peers in Edison and throughout my experience in Fresno Unified where peers were just as smart and hardworking as I was, but didn't have the same opportunities. And where college and a career were just a given for me, they didn't have that same expectation and opportunity. And so I've been on a quest to try to, I think, address some of the injustice of that ever since that experience. So I've spent my career working in and around education, working for a national organization that supports principals for high need schools. And as I mentioned earlier, teaching at Fresno State the last few years. And so I bring an education mentality, but I also bring my dad made sure that I learned how to just listen and bring people to the table to make sure that everyone's wisdom and expertise is valued. And so I believe as trustee, I'll bring the community together to make sure that we address the issues that we share in common. So I've been canvassing the last few months, and I've been hearing that a lot at the doors. And what I've been sharing with folks is it has been decided, it is a done issue. But I think what's reflective in that, I've been hearing a lot of concerns about the mascot change. And for me, what I think is really important to refocus on is that's reflective of a pride in the history of Fresno High that's beyond a mascot. It's about the campus and the school itself that I think we can all agree on, and I think that's actually what's important to remember in this moment. Specifically, I'm really passionate about a couple of things. One is this idea of a community school. How do our schools, first and foremost, keep being places of learning and academic outcomes for students in the classroom? But how do our schools also provide broader resources to the whole child and the whole family around, there's many mental health issues that are even more exacerbated coming out of the pandemic, support around mentoring and coaching, and even development around their career and college opportunities. And so I think one of the ways that we get about the significant number of students that are not up to standards and need to get up to standards is to provide more individualized supports for them so they have the personalized resources and development they need to survive. I'm vaccinated, fully vaccinated and boosted. I think everyone should get boosted and vaccinated that's able to. I think that's the clearest path we have to get out of this pandemic. But I know that there are real concerns still about just questions that parents have about the vaccine. And so I do appreciate, as far as I understand it, the Governor Newsom's plan is to only go down the path of a vaccine mandate if there's a full FDA authorization of the vaccines. And currently it's an emergency authorization. And so that's, I think, what I'm hearing from parents probably more than anything is they want to make sure that there's a full authorization in place before we go down that path.